Welcome to the Walk-Ons. I'm Drew McDonald with John Watson, and from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the legendary guest on the Walk-Ons today, Simrah Awan. How you doing today?
I am good, guys. How are you?
Pretty good.
Always good.
So you are a recent college graduate. Where'd you go and how'd you get involved when you were there?
Yeah, so I just graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. I majored in marketing. So I actually started off my internship experience in finance, actually. So I was working for a corporate finance company called Baird. I was in their communications and public relations internship. It was kind of a 2-in-1 deal. I was there for almost a year, I believe. And honestly, I loved it. And I never really thought I was going to go into anything else. But I actually had another internship come along the way, and it was in social media with an ad agency. So I've grown up always loving sports. I was heavily involved in sports growing up as well. I played basketball when I was younger. I played tennis. I was a swimmer. I golfed in high school. So I've always loved sports. And when I was at the ad agency, I found that I really loved working with clients. However, it wasn't really fitting for me, but that's what internships are all for. And actually, I wasn't even going to work my last semester of college. I had applied to the Milwaukee Bucks a while back, and I thought, okay, well, I haven't heard anything. I'm guessing I didn't get the job. And I had kind of moved on from it. However, the power of networking, I actually reached out to someone via LinkedIn, and I saw a project that he worked on. He is a video producer for the Bucks, and I saw this project and I thought, hey, I actually wanted to know your thoughts behind it. What was your strategy, etc. And just that genuine conversation led him to actually give my name to the HR department, and HR realized that I had actually applied for an internship there, and they emailed me. I interviewed. I went in, and within 2 or 3 weeks, I actually got the internship. So I've been working there since December. I would say end of December, basically. And it's been awesome.
So have you had any cool encounters with players at all with the Bucks? Any made you talk to the Greek Freak yet?
Have I met them, you're asking? Yeah. So what's really cool at working in digital is that you get to actually work more behind the scenes. So you're always seeing the players, you're interacting with them a couple different times. Even as an intern, you're taking photos, you're capturing different kinds of content. So whether it's for Snapchat or Instagram, a lot of the pregame stuff, it is done by interns. So a lot of the graphics and stuff too are made by our designers, but we capture that footage. Same with our manager. He'll take photos during the game, and then we sit kind of behind the scenes and create all that. So all the players are really cool. They're all super, super nice. They're great guys to work with.
So how's the internship going right now with COVID-19 going on and stuff like that?
Yeah, so unfortunately with COVID-19, the internship program for the summer has to end, which is super unfortunate, but it's kind of the same situation for a lot of interns, unfortunately. But all in all, I think it's been a great experience, and hopefully things will, start to open back up, especially with hiring freezes. I'm looking for full-time jobs at this point. Just networking has been huge for me. So just getting to gain more insight into sports, and just asking the right questions, and just, increasing my knowledge in the sports industry.
So in college, what's been your favorite Wisconsin sports moment you've been able to witness?
Ooh. So I'm a huge basketball fan, but I would say that going to Brewers games is probably one of my favorite things to do. Just the entire vibe at a Brewers game, from tailgating beforehand through the game, is just such an awesome experience. So if you ever get to come to Milwaukee, make sure you stop at a Brewers game.
Got some big names up there now with Christian Yelich and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Great player from, Drew's favorite team, Miami. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
Gosh, that trash fire. Oh.
The dumpster fire. That was.
Yeah, so we go to UNF. No football. We used to have basketball, baseball, and softball. It's kind of hard to find a marquee sport.
Okay.
I guess when you're at college, how'd you get involved in the department at all? Did you ever work with like athletics at all?
So I actually was president for the American Marketing Association on campus, and we were actually the largest org at UW Milwaukee. We're a huge commuter school, so we have tons of students. And honestly, the power of networking is kind of what got me into it. I started working on campus before I got my first like official internship, and I say official because it was actually at a real company. My first job, I would say, on like in my college career was doing marketing and programming for student government. So I kind of like I went the untraditional route to get into the sports industry, but honestly, just the networking and building up my resume from gaining that experience has been very, very helpful.
So you think you want to go into sports after doing the Bucks internship?
Yeah, actually, this internship really solidified the fact that I do want to stay in sports. Every internship experience, like that's what internships are for you to help you figure out, what path you actually want to take. So I'm so glad that I got this internship because it helped me solidify the fact that I love working in this fast-paced environment. I've worked in other fast-paced environments, but I think with sports, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes, and it's just super awesome to be a part of that, and that's definitely what I want to do in the future.
I'm in the same boat as you, Simrah. I was supposed to be an intern for a minor league baseball team this summer, but it got canceled due to COVID-19. What have you done to kind of like reach out to employers right now?
Yeah, honestly, I have had the habit of reaching out to people via LinkedIn since probably like my sophomore year, and just out of curiosity, honestly, just trying to figure out, what they do, asking genuine questions. It's not, you obviously don't want to jump in and ask for a job. So it's the best thing to do is look for webinars to attend to, ask the right questions. So asking them what they do, what their background is, how they got into their positions, because that can help guide you, um, to doing the same thing.
Yeah, so like, I think a lot of the sports people are kind of in the weird boat of, you can't really do much with sports now. What do you think the future of sports looks like? The immediate future, kind of.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be without fans for the time being, obviously. It's going to be weird. I think the players won't be used to it, especially because even if they're training now, because I know that things are starting to slowly open back up, even with training, like it's just not going to be the same for them. So I don't think they're going to be in that same headset. And I think that's just kind of on the coach to coach them into, and reminding them that it's just never going to be the same. So hopefully, things will change and things will be able to get back to normal. But I think for a while, it's just going to be no fans, and the players are just going to have to rely on their own vibe and, the support of one another.
I saw that the NBA is kind of trying to look for like formats for the season to start in terms of like seeding. So I'm kind of mad because I'm a Hawks fan, so I'm like, my team is done. I don't know what to do. Trae Young's chilling in Atlanta. It's sad to see, but do you like the new format, do you think, of the playoff seeding for this year?
I think there's honestly just no choice. So at this point, it's like I do feel for the fans, because if I was, a fan of a team that's just not gonna play, like I would definitely, I don't know, I would kind of freak out. But for me, it's and that's the thing is, obviously I'm a fan of the Milwaukee Bucks. Like I work for them right now, and so I don't have that experience, but I do feel for them. I can't imagine like what the fans are going through, but I think everyone is kind of in that zone that there's nothing really anyone can do. So it is what it is.
I'll hold your on.
So one of my favorite things to ask: top 3 quarantine snacks.
Ooh, I like this question. Okay, I would say pretzels. I'm like a huge chips person, so instead of eating chips, I try to stay healthier and eat pretzels. I love smoothies. My second one. My third one would be, what do I eat? I'm trying to think. So pretzels, smoothies, and I had these like almond bites. So probably like that, like the almond protein ball. Those are my 3 favorite snacks. Kind of on the healthier side, but
We had a guest on our show a couple weeks ago. She liked kale chips, and I'm like, why?
oh my god.
Know about kale chips these days, Nasser.
It's
I know, it's so hard to like not eat those, like eat the unhealthy things. I mean, I have, but the thing is like I'm trying to like stay in the zone of, keeping up my good habits. Because when you sit around and do nothing, you're like, you can easily go to the fridge and grab like an ice cream and eat that, but try not
Exactly.
to.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I'm going on a road trip, Simba, from Florida to New York. Now, I'm asking you and John, what's some essentials for a road trip, do you guys think?
Ooh. Wipes, hand wipes. Because if you're snacking on a road trip, trust me when I say I have made the mistake of not carrying napkins or like any hand wipes with me, and your fingers and hands get so gross. And it's just like not the same to like put hand sanitizer all over to like clean your hands. So definitely bring hand wipes. And I would say, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to say hand wipes.
What are you, John?
I gotta say peach rings and Reese's
Oh, God.
Pieces.
Peach rings.
Yeah.
Oh
Peach
my
rings
god,
and Reese's
these are the
Pieces.
best.
God.
Oh my god, now I want some.
This is the worst thing ever.
Might just go to Target and get some. Like that sounds so good.
Me too. I
And
might do
John
that.
and I shared an affinity for one rapper who's very underrated. His name is Young Gravy.
Oh. I mean, he's from the North area. He's from Minnesota, so
He's a great rapper. Just listen to him. He's very underrated. Called Young Gravy.
yeah, great guy.
I feel like I've heard that name before. I feel like maybe someone else suggested that to me. So now that you're the second person, I think I'll look into Young Gravy.
We did it. We did it, John.
We did it. Yes, sir.
So all right, I'll do one last question, Sima. We're trying to grow this show as much as we can. Who do you recommend we talk to next for a aspiring media person, journalist? What do you think?
I would talk to, so since you're a Hawks fan, I know that, I don't know if you attended the webinar series with, you did, right? That's, I think, how we met. You should definitely reach out to him because, and his name is Max, right? Max, I believe.
Max or Matt? It's one of them.
Max or Matt, one of the two. You should definitely reach out to him because I think that he would have some good insight. And if not him, I know someone on the Atlanta Falcons. Her name is Carson.
What?
Yeah, so
Good flex.
we actually worked together at the Bucks, and then she got a new job with the Falcons. So I would definitely talk to her as well. I can get you her name. She's awesome because she first worked with us, and then she got the job with the Falcons. So, yeah.
But
So,
Sima,
so
thank
much
you.
professional sports, yeah. That's crazy.
He's
Wow.
flexing on it.
Is it, man?
Like flexing. Got a
Yeah,
network these days.
We had peach rings. We had Young Gravy. We had kale chips. Like the best interview ever right now.
Yeah, seriously, I love this.
It's gonna be the headline for the article.
Right?
But
Kale chips or peach rings.
facts. It's all clickbait here. Sima, thank you for your time. Though I'm glad we talked today about your journey and good luck in your endeavors for a job this year.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.